Hi guys, I want to show you something about the hydraulic pump that I received for the Garmin. If you look here, the connector that connects the pump, this is the replacement pump they sent me. And they sent me the same exact pump that I have. So it's not the corrected one. This is the brand new pump. I'll show you what the problem here is. You see these ear connectors here? They engineered this little housings here. They go inside this little hole. So that way this stainless steel bolt does not mess up the rubber. And it's going to wear it out. If you put it like this, it's going to wear it out within no time. So they made this little housing to make this screw going through here. But as you can see, it's so big, right? And on the first pump, I tried to install this by forcing this in. But look at this. This does not fit right through that little hole. It is too small. Opening is too small. And this is too big. This is about twice the size. I tried forcing it in, and what it did, it scarred up real bad. It started cutting the rubber. So the other pump I will send back. They told me that this one was going to be different. It will have a copper insert. So it will be already the insert inside the rubber here. But I got the same pump back. So right now I'm working with Garmin. I'm on hold with them. See, this is exactly the same pump I got. And this is what most people are getting. But this is the one that I'm thinking that is the upgrade one. It has some copper inserts inside the holes. And the mount is different, right? So it's more sturdy. Instead of having this little plastic that it's not going to last that long.
Yeah, so I was able to reach out to my team. I actually, while we're on the phone, I started a case on that. So what could have caused that there? Not something that we've ever seen before. So the fact that you got two is very odd. But yeah, I was able to reach out to my team, and really the only two options there would be either to wait until our engineers are able to figure out why that happened, or just get the exchange started. Yeah, I can provide next day or to get that out to you a little bit.
Okay. If we can do the next day, that'll be perfect. All right, so I was told by Garmin to send this pump back. Second pump I get. So I'm going to get another pump. And hopefully the other pump will have the new inserts. And send this pump back. Foxy. It's okay. Down, Tiger. All right, here it is. Are you done smelling it? All right, hopefully this is the upgraded pump. I hope it is. No, it's not. It's the same one. So now I need to call Garmin again. Look at this. There's hydraulic fluid all over on this pump. Look at that. Hydraulic fluid. This is the third pump that I get from them with the same hardware that it doesn't fit the pump. So let's call them again.
Please remain on the line for the next available product support specialist.
First thing, you guys being recorded on the quality for a video. 2 replacements of pumps that you guys have sent me. Hoping that you guys will send me the corrected pump mounting. And right now, so far, the 2 pumps you guys have sent is been the same pump that I initially purchased. And I needed this pump yesterday to be installed. How can we get the right replacement of the pump with the fittings? Keep in mind, I already paid for 2 pumps. I can't pay for the 3rd pump replacement. What we've been trying with your company to get the replacement was the one that has the copper fittings already on the pump. If you look at my account, there's 2 pictures or 3 pictures that I send you.
Okay.
So you can see what I'm talking about.
picture I'm looking at shows a white ring right there.
Yeah.
And the mount.
The diameter is twice as big. It doesn't fit there. I already tried to force it into one pump and it scarred the rubber of the mount and it didn't work. So that's why I've been speaking with you guys for the past week and a half and getting pump replacements. And one of your representatives told me that this pump that has on the rubber, it has a copper fitting already installed into the mount. That's why I say it's an engineer mistake to put those little plastic, to install the pump, because they do not fit. And I don't know what people have been doing when they get this pump. They don't use the plastic.
Pushing.
Exactly. And by not using the plastic with vibration on the boat, you will eat that rubber mount with your stainless steel screw. It's going to become a bigger problem later on.
It will.
Yeah.
Without that plastic bushing, you're likely to vibrate it right out of your. I know I've mounted them before, other pumps, not necessarily the 1.2 liter pump, that didn't come with the plastic bushings. I mounted them with a washer, and eventually it can vibrate itself out there.
Yep.
Especially with an autopilot that you're using all the time, not like a washdown pump or something like that. Hang on just a second. If other people have experienced this, and let me see if there's something I can possibly do.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you look here on that pump, they're talking about problems. Look, you see this here? This one has a copper insert right here on the mount. So this right here is what's going to protect the bolt from destroying the rubber soft bushing.
So I'm escalating it, and I haven't gotten the direct answers from the engineers up above. Yeah, I'm escalating it up as high as I can, but I have not gotten a good answer from the engineers themselves. And definitely we'll be having meetings about this and to see what best I can do. What was the potential of possibly drilling the mount out so that it fit the insert and then installing it with larger bolts?
It weakens the rubber because you have less amount of coverage, and by doing that, you're making less rubber stiffness on the little rubber insert. So if you drill that, you're taking diameter out of the holding of the pump, and you're pounding the waves. That is going to be more potential of ripping off, because now you're
ripping out the rubber and losing your
exactly
pump itself.
Exactly, and voiding the warranty to be replaced because you drilled something you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering back as an installer. Every now and then you would get a part that wouldn't possibly work, and you had to make do.
Yeah, exactly. And I have done a lot of those things and a lot of parts, but when it comes to the holding of the pump,
Do an autopilot pump.
Yeah.
I'm on your side. Weaken the product. I don't want you to do something that's going to weaken the product.
exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Already escalated it up the chain. Let me get some ultimate answers and see what I'm going to do to help you on this.
Oh,
I'm definitely on your side with this, and I understand what you're going through.
thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Thank you for calling Garmin and bringing this to our attention.
Have a beautiful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's see, and let's wait for the call back. You're being recorded for quality, for video.
And let me reach out. You're calling about the 1.2 liter pump.
Yeah, I spoke to you before. What's your name? Yes, I spoke to you.
Let me reach out to person handling this, and let me see if they have any more additional information. I wasn't getting the proper information that I wanted to hear about whether they replaced those fittings with the crimp fittings, with the brass fittings or not. did not get a definitive answer on that. Let me look into this order and let me find out what's going on with this order. Okay?
Okay, I'll hold. And if you look at another website, they also have the same pump with the crimped fittings. And Garmin has it on their website right now. See, this is Garmin right here, Garmin's website. Go to Garmin.com and put 1.2 liter pump and see what comes out, please. This pump is all over the market right now. People are selling this pump with the copper crimp fittings on it already. You guys must be supplying these companies, or they're making their own pumps and putting their label.
I don't know if they're getting supplied out of Europe or they're getting supplied out of the out of our home office here in the United States. But they must be getting supplies from somewhere. Look at that factory outlets store.
That pump is on your website, sold for $1,099. Exactly the same pump I'm talking about.
I see that readily. I can see it all over the place. On other websites. I don't know where they're getting their stock from, but I don't show any of those in our warehouse, and I'm showing the old part number as another pump that they're sending out. Because it's going to be the third time around that we're sending out a pump with the old part number.
I need to get a replacement that comes with the coupling, the machine crank, whatever comes, like in that picture, something that I can attach to my boat.
Yeah.
And you know, when Garmin sends a pump out and the hardware does not fit, that's a reason for a recall of the hardware or the pump itself.
And I do want to get to the bottom of this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not fighting you one iota on this. But take a look at your email. There should be a link. So I am going to be escalating things as high up as I can escalate them. After I get off this phone call, I'm going to be reaching out to my supervisors. I'm going to be reaching out to the warehouse. I'm going to be reaching out to anybody I can speak to.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna send this in, and then tomorrow I should get the other pump overnight. All right, looks like I'm gonna ship the old pump today, and then tomorrow I should get another pump. Is there a package out there? It is. All right, let's see. Yes, it is. Let's smell it up. Puppy approve it? Is it good? Smells good? All right. All right, I think it's gonna be the same pump. Yes, it is the same pump. Exactly the same. And also a lot of hydraulic fluid. I don't know why these pumps are coming all drenched in hydraulic fluid. If they close the valves, should have no hydraulic fluid. Look at that, all over the place. I don't understand it. Look how messy this is. Brand new pumps should not come to the consumer full of hydraulic fluid. All right, got it all cleaned up. Now I'm going to engineer something to fit this rubber fitting here. All right, so I'm going to engineer something that goes right inside this little hole here to protect this rubber. See how flexible it is? That's why they send this little plastic insert. This does not fit right in here. So you can see the diameter is way bigger, so it doesn't fit even if you force it. I already did try forcing it and did not do it. It's gonna break. And also replace this washer with a bigger one. small tubings here that I can probably make a little fitting that will go right in here. It looks like this dimension is going to be perfect. Now we're going to try to fit it right through here. Alright, fits perfect. So now this insert of copper is going to work better than this plastic one against rubbing. See how it fits here with no problem? It's perfect. So it's going to protect this rubber from being eaten away with this sharp screw. And if you look here, like I showed you before, look how much, look at that, way too big. So now the important thing is going to be cutting this to this measurement. I got this copper cutting tool here, exactly the measurement I need. This is the best way to cut it because you're cutting small pieces. So this will be the best way to cut these pieces of copper. All right, there it is. Just gonna open it up a little bit like this. See, it doesn't fit through there. So I'm just gonna make it fit right through here. All right, now that I have opened it up, this is what it looks like. Now let's fit it in the pump. Look at that. Fit perfect. Now the stainless screw can go right through here and not damage the rubber. Now as you see here, this is the washer that came with, really small. And this is rubber, so we want to protect it even more. See how small it is? And this is the size of the washer, it's a lot better. And as you see, the stainless steel washer does not fit in here 100%, so we have to cut just a little piece right here. Perfect. See, it's just a small cut, so it fits there. Now with this filer, I'm gonna smooth out the cut. Now as you can see now, it's gonna fit perfect here.
The resolution is that those were being sent out with our new style pump,
Okay.
our current model pump, and they are an unnecessary component
Oh, okay.
pump to mounting the pump. They're not needed anymore with our older style pump, and they just never changed over the packaging of our mounting hardware.
Okay.
And from going forward, they're now going to take those shoulder washers out of the kits
Okay.
because it's leading to some confusion and causing us to have to exchange out pumps when they have everything necessary to install it.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Warranty for mounting, for anything. They're just to be discarded.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I made myself some copper fittings, and I sent you some pictures. I don't know if you were able to get the picture that I sent you.
Let me, I'm opening up some pictures right now. Oh, I see that.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so I precision cut pieces of copper, place it in, and a bigger washer, and it works. It works a lot better. So this pump I have right now, this is the newest pump you guys have in the market?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And that's the only one that's available to us currently. They might be doing things differently in the European market, and that's often the case. But in the U.S. market, this is our current pump. I love your ingenuity there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I would do exactly the same thing, maybe not as well as you're doing it, but I would do, oftentimes, I was an installer for a lot of years, and oftentimes no boat is the same.
Exactly.
And so you were oftentimes having to fabricate something.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you calling me back and giving me the results, and I'll pass it on to my viewers so they know that this is the pump, and it's not necessary to use those plastic bushings.
inadvertently. But going forward, we will be taking those out of the package.
That'll be great. That way it doesn't create any confusion.
Yeah, yeah. And is there anything else that I can help you out with today?
No, that'll be all. Thank you. I really appreciate you calling me back, taking your time telling me.
All right. Absolutely. And thank you for calling Garmin and bringing this to our attention. I love subjects like this because it causes everybody to take a look.
Exactly. It's like a crime scene.
Yeah. Yeah, do some forensics.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for calling Garmin again, and have a great day.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your help.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, so there it is. That's your explanation right there. We don't no longer need those little plastic bushings, and just make something like I did, if you like, to make it last longer. And I spoke to the manufacturer about this issue. They said these pumps are the new ones, the ones that have the copper crimp. They're the old pumps. This is the new pumps. They changed to this style now. They're gonna come like this. And it looks like in the future they might change this. So if you're planning to buy a 1.2 or 2.0 liter, they're gonna come like this. This is the new mount and the new hardware. So you're gonna have to do modifications yourself. This will help a lot of the viewers to do some modification, and definitely do not use their small little washers. They're just too tiny. This is rubber. This might go right through it. So bigger washer, better surface coverage. And the reason I'm securing this pump a lot, because the pump is going to be located under the helm and there's going to be a lot of bouncing around. So this pump needs to be very secure. I will place the link in the description below of these valves if you have the same pump and you want to put some fittings like this, and you're going to cut it with some cutter like this and open it up a little bit, because as you're cutting you're going to crimp it a little bit. And also I'm going to put the link of the washers that I use, so if you're installing the same pump, maybe this will help you. Thank you for watching. In the next video I'll show the installation. Navigate safe.